Gashapon, a trademark by Bandai, is a type of vending machine dispensed capsule toy. The word Gashapon is an onomatopoeia of two sounds. Gasha, coming from the sound of the hand crank found on the machines, and pon, coming from the sound of the capsule landing in the dispenser tray. Gashapon machines were first introduced in Japan in 1965 by penny trading company founders Tetsuo and Ryozo Shikata, now called the grandfathers of gacha. Tetsuo was in charge of obtaining the machines from Pan American Trading, while his younger brother Ryozo was in charge of making the manuals for businesses to understand the appeals of their gacha machines. Originally, Pan American Trading was exporting shovels for the American military. Okay, we're not doing this. Hi, I'm Reed, and I love Gashapons. There's just something so satisfying about putting in tokens and hearing the sweet sound of the crank as you turn it before it dispenses your capsule. Of course, there's the exhilaration of the random chance of getting your chase figure. I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you know the feeling. And since we don't really have a good Gashapon center here in Denmark, I decided to go to the Bandai Cross store in Camden Market, UK. The store is quite a fun walkthrough if you're an anime and manga fan. Everything here is official and there's a decent variety of series represented here, although not all representation is equal. There's a good variety of figures, keychains, acrylic stands, and things I can't even begin to expand on. So today, I'm going to be spending way too much money and getting some fun stuff out of here. Let's go! I thought that shot was going to be cooler. First up, we've got a 2-for-1. The Chainsaw Man Reze movie Pinch and Hang figure series 1 and 2. The whole main cast of Chainsaw Man is available in this, and I genuinely don't think I have any preference of who I would want to get here. Maybe Aki, since he's my favorite character, but I'd be happy with anyone. So, let's see who we get. Yo, we got Aki! The figure is quite nice actually. It's got some nice small details on it and it's a very cute chibi design. It does have a big paint chip on the back, but I can fix that with a Sharpie. And for the second one we got... Oh, it's Kobeni! I love Kobeni! Once again, I must say I'm impressed with the details considering how small these figures are. And unlike Aki, Kobeni seems fully fine. I love how the figures clip together. I kinda wish I had gotten more of these to make it a bigger chain, but I'm super happy with Aki and Kobeni. Second one up is the Dandadan Capsule Figure Collection. The ones I'd want the most here are probably Momo and Okarun. Or maybe Turbo Granny. So, let's open it up and see who we get. It's Gigi! I'm not the biggest fan of Gigi, but I'm not upset at this. I must say though, this figure isn't doing Gigi any favors. His face is... kinda derpy. I think it's the eyes that just make him look a little more like an airhead than he already is in the series. Also, there's a big seam where his bangs meet the back of his head, and it's honestly kind of distracting. But overall, still a pretty decent figure. Next up, we have the Dragon Ball Super Gashapon Collection number 3. I love all of these options, but if I had to choose one I'd want the most, I'd probably say the capsule case. Let's open it up and see what we got. Nice, it's the Saiyan Pod! Once again, for how simple this figure is, I'm very impressed with the amount of detail. The podium is nothing special, but the piece of ground that was hit by the Saiyan Pod is very nice. Good earthy colors and nicely sculpted to show the impact of the pod. The pod itself is nice and smooth, with a very simple interior, very accurate to what we've seen in the anime and manga. It even has a little sticker showing a control panel of sorts. Very cool, very happy about this. Next up is the Kirby Copy Ability Capsule Collection. Man, try saying that 5 times fast. The ones I'd want the most are either Ice or Animal, but Animal is definitely my biggest want. So let's try and see what happens. We got Animal! I love this figure. The stand is a nice transparent blue, shaped like the dust that's kicked up when you run as Animal in Squeak Squad. Although I don't recall if it actually is blue. Also, a quick side note, there's these two weird black dots on the stand. I don't really know what it could be because it seems to be embedded into the figure, but it doesn't really take away from anything. The figure itself is adorable. Kirby is super happy as usual, just sprinting away with his big old bappers. The one issue I can mention with this one is that the figure doesn't stay on the stand very well, but regardless of that, I'm super happy with it. And finally, we have the Mofusan Cupcake Cat Collection. You didn't think I'd end a Gashapon video without getting a silly cat, did you? I have no favorites here, especially since there isn't a calico, so any kitty will be good. We got a cat! Specifically, Cat A. This figure is very, very cute. I love the kitty and I love the cupcake. They're both adorable. He's even got little beans. But I must say that the quality assurance on these must not be very high because this figure has a ton of tiny mistakes. Decals not matching up correctly, paint splotches here and there, and colors going over where they're supposed to be. But truth be told, I doubt someone that gets these would really care about any of that. I'd say this is a decent figure. It is super cute, I can't lie. So if you like Mofusan or just cats in general, I'd say this is a very good get. So this is the final haul. Overall, I'm happy with everything I got, and I'm hoping to get another chance to go back and get some more at some point. I must still say that I do think that this was overall a little more expensive than it should have been, but getting to actually try official Bandai Gashapon machines was really fun, and it was all thanks to today's sponsor. No one, I lied, fuck you. Now you might be wondering how I came to Camden Market. Well, I actually took a full day trip to London with some family. I haven't been to London in around 10 years and I don't know, it was nice to get out of my usual routine and just see something different for a change. London is such a different place compared to Copenhagen in feel, at least for me. People here always just seem so busy. Things are constantly happening and everyone is always trying to get somewhere.
Eat your heart out, Seth.
I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. I'm sure some people feel the same way about Denmark. I'm just speaking about how I feel. And people in London are also very nice and helpful. Hey, can you take a photo of me real quick?
Yes.
I'm glad to have gotten the chance to visit again, and I hope to go back soon. But enough about that. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings. Please remember to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what I should go for if I go back to the Bandai store. Please don't come back, and have a great day. Dada! Kirby Copyability Capsule Collection, Kirby Copyability Capsule Collection, Kirby Copyability Capsule Collection, Kirby Copyability Capsule... fuck!